From Toronto up at Rogers Center, and they'll look for 2 out of 3 today against this Toronto Blue Jays lineup.
This is how they're going to line up. You still have Nathan Lucas at the top, followed by Kazuma Okamoto. Vlad Guerrero Jr. out of that lineup, and so is Alejandro Kirk. Brandon Valenzuela, the rookie backstop, getting a chance. Switch hitter, hitting much better from that left side. 254 with a 742 OPS. He has 6 of his 8 home runs from the left side.
When you're looking for a series win, you would like to have Hunter Brown as much as anybody on that mound. Hunter has been very good his last 2 starts at Chicago and against Texas here at home earlier in this homestand. And the Astros ace has always pitched well against Toronto. 4 career starts. He has limited the Blue Jays to a 1.64 career ERA. That's his lowest ERA of any team that he has faced in his career in the American League. He'll hope to keep that going tonight against the Blue Jays. His second start against Toronto this year. Only lasted 3 innings up at Rogers Center in Toronto as they put a lot of pitches on him. And 85 pitches in those 3 innings with 4 hits and a couple of walks that day. So his challenge will be to be a little more pitch efficient against this Blue Jays lineup today. Ready to go on a Wednesday afternoon. Glad he could join us on SCHN. And Hunter starts off with a 96-mile-an-hour fastball for a strike. Mike Malinsky, the home plate umpire. Blue Jays winning the opening game Monday 3-1. Astros bouncing back for a 7-2 win last night. And Hunter quickly establishing that fastball, getting ahead of Lucas 0-2.
Check out that last pitch on our UTMD Anderson strike zone. 95, raced through there, found off that left shoulder of Yainer Diaz. Gets a minute to recuperate from it.
Nice little wake-up call in a day game after a night game.
Oof.
Didn't miss by much, as Hunter has seen his fastball at 95, 96, and 97 here with his first 3 offerings today.
Pretty good heater in. I'm not sure even if Lucas wanted to get after this, he could.
Got him. The Diesel starting out with some fuel today as he punches a ticket to start this one. 98.
Well, by Hunter Brown standards, it's 97.5 miles an hour TK, but still a very good pitch just off that outside edge that Lucas can't catch up to.
That'll get the people's attention in the Blue Jays dugout with that first at bat. Now Kazuma Okamoto, who hit a home run against Hunter in Toronto, and he takes 97 on the inner half for a strike. It's 0-1. Okamoto with a home run and a walk in his first appearance against Hunter. That was back on June the 22nd. Even the misses are right there. It's 1-1. That's been the big difference lately, is that fastball command has all of a sudden been on point.
Hunter does a good job of working off that fastball. And remember, he's got 2 of them. He's got that 2-seamer and the 4-seamer. He has been heavy on the heater, his first 2 hitters. There you see it. Previous 2 starts, that 4-seamer at 44.6% strike percentage, and then 54.5 with the 2-seam. And both those numbers have jumped greatly, and that's a reason for a lot of the success, being able to pitch off that fastball for Hunter Brown.
Because he was spraying the ball a little bit earlier off the IL, there weren't a lot of swings against Hunter, and then his pitch count, especially against the Blue Jays, got way up in that 1 start against Toronto. We'll see what their swing percentage is today. They go after that one on a 2-2 offering. Another fastball at 98 for another strikeout. Hunter Brown off and racing today. How about the Astros starting defense presented by Xfinity? Yainer Diaz likes to work with Hunter Brown, so Yainer starting all 3 games in this series, including a day game after a night game. Nick Allen giving Isaac Paredes today, plus the scheduled day off tomorrow. 2 days off in a row for Isaac. Lamont Wade Jr. back in there. So is Dalton Varsho in center field, and Taylor Trammell is in right. It is your all left-hand hitting outfield today with Cam Smith getting the day off. Here's Jesus Sanchez. And Sanchez takes 97 at the top of the zone for a strike. And this is just all fastballs and all primal for Hunter Brown early. Hunter telling the Blue Jays, if you haven't woken up yet, I'm going to give you my best stuff right out of the gates. Another heater, this one wide, and the count's 2-1. One slider against Okamoto. The rest have been fastballs so far. Last three have missed arm side as Hunter's down in the count 3-1 to Sanchez, who doesn't walk very often. Only 10 walks on the year, playing his 77th game.
I would imagine he'd be ready for this heater.
And that misses even further off arm side. So Hunter, who was so good with his command to the first two batters, loses Sanchez on 5 pitches here with 2 outs. Hunter walked a total of 2 in his last 2 starts, where he's been excellent. Prior to that, he walked 15 in those 3 starts ahead of those last 2 starts of July. There's George Springer. Springer sees a fastball at the knees for a strike. Saw George has pretty good numbers against his former teammate with 4 hits and 10 at bats, including a home run in 23. Fastball missing in, no swing. It's 1-1. On the ground, hook foul. Hunter getting ahead of George with a 1-2 count. Springer's last season with the Astros was when Hunter Brown was still in the minor leagues in 2020. So far, 2 strikeouts and a walk and a 1-2 count on George Springer. Little tapper back to the mound. Hunter will flip it to first, and that's a good start for Hunter Brown. 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Coming up, it'll be Jeremy Pena, followed by Yordan Alvarez and Jose Altuve.
Up into the 3 spot. He's had himself a very good homestand. He is 9 for 24, which is a good for a .375 batting average. He's also got 2 walks and only 2 strikeouts in those last 6 games.
Here's Jameson Taillon making his Toronto Blue Jays debut. Began his career with the Pirates, moved on to the Yankees for a couple years, and then was with the Cubs for 4 seasons, including this year. He was traded Sunday from the Cubs to the Blue Jays in exchange for either a player to be named later or cash to be determined. So making his first delivery as a Blue Jay, it's to Jeremy Pena, and it's a strike. Taillon is a Houston guy, went to the Woodlands High School. Now he pitches for Canada's team at the big league level after pitching for Team Canada in the World Baseball Classics both in 2013 before he was a major leaguer and this past WBC as well. Both of his parents were born and raised in Canada, so even though he's a local Houston kid, he's got Canadian ties. And Pena sends one to short, knocked down by Jimenez, stays with it. That's a good play. Andres Jimenez had to be quick once he knocked it down to get Jeremy Pena for the first out.
What's on Tap is presented by Lawnmower Blonde, and Jordan coming to the plate. And how about some more Astros with good numbers against Jameson Taillon? They did face him earlier this season, but overall a .333 batting average, with Jordan and Altuve combining for 9 for 20 and scoring and driving in 5 runs apiece. But since 2022, the Astros are at a .917 OPS. They'd like to continue that. Here's that first pitch, almost dots Jordan Alvarez.
That's not nice. Astros do not like to see any pitches around the knees of Jordan Alvarez. That first one was way in. The second one is off the plate. Generally, Taillon's going to be off the plate, especially to left-hand hitters.
Yeah, you can see that last changeup is kind of a little more typical of where those pitches will be off that outside edge. Ooh.
Wow. Mike Malinsky strike zone a little wide on that one on Jordan, who has challenged one pitch the entire season.
That's aggressive.
Now it's 3-1. Jordan, a 5-game hitting streak during the homestand, hitting .500. He's 9 for 18. And he's going to draw his 81st walk of the season against 85 strikeouts. Jordan has now reached in 21 straight games.
This MLB season, get a Baja for a blast. When a home run clears 420 feet, you can score a free 20-ounce Mountain Dew Baja Blast. Register now at BajaBlastHomeRuns.com to unlock the offer.
Jose Altuve has been hitting in the 6th spot lately, but today moving up to number 3 with Paredes having the day off. Altuve has been hot in this series and over his last 3 games. Had 3 hits last night. Has had a multi-hit game in his last 3, hitting over .500 during that stretch. Altuve grounds this one past third but foul. Josh Smith getting his first start at third base in this series, and his first start as a Blue Jay as well. New pitcher and new third baseman making their Toronto Blue Jays starting debuts. Smith pinch hit and ended up hitting into a game-ending double play to end last night's game in his first AB as a Blue Jay. That one down and away, 1-2. Jose moved past 3 different hitters last night on the all-time hits list with those 3 hits. He has Fred McGriff in his sights next up on the list at number 103, 17 hits away. Big Papi, Ted Simmons, and Joe Medwick all passed during that 3-hit game last night.
They're in the rearview mirror now.
Altuve could get to 2,500 during the season, can also move into the top 100 all-time in hits at some point this season as well. Astros have 46 games to go after today. Coming in at 59 and 56 with a 12-2 mark their last 14 games. Best baseball all year long the last 2 weeks, and Altuve continues hitting well. 4 consecutive hits going back to last night's game, and the Astros have 2 base runners on.
It's amazing watching Altuve over the years on how he can go out there and just get hits in bunches. This is a curveball down out of the zone, but he keeps his nose on it. On our Mattress Firm Supermo, pulls it in between the third baseman and shortstop. Tony Gwynn, 5.5 hole. Moving things along.
Kind of fitting since we're heading to San Diego.
I like it.
See if Dalton Varsho can pick up his first RBI as an Astro. Varsho's been on base 4 times in this series against his team that he started the week with before the trade Monday around 3 o'clock. He does have 1 hit, 3 walks, and 6 at-bats so far in this series. Varsho does have a career home run against Tyone. Came back in 2023. That was when Tyone was a member of the Cubs. Pitch up and away, 2-1. Jamison Tyone's 8th career start against the Astros, including his 2nd this year. Pitched for the Cubs against the Astros at Wrigley on May 22nd. Astros got him for 8 hits and 4 runs over 4 2/3. Varsho's done a good job working counts so far as an Astro. He's got a good hitter's count here.
He let it eat right there.
He's trying to keep up with the Blue Jays center fielder that took over for him.
Yeah, he is.
Straw has 3 extra base hits in this series. On the ground, foul. That's bouncing in there, and that's going to be a walk. Looked like Tyone looked back at the mound as if he missed his step on his landing. That's going to load the bases for Taylor Trammell.
Today's aerial coverage of the Wire Cam is brought to you by our partners at Defy. As you see, the bases are full for a hot-hitting Taylor Trammell.
Taylor Trammell starting his 10th game in a row, matching the most starts he's ever had consecutively in the major leagues. And he goes after the first pitch changeup and misses 0-1. Trammell not quite at the Lamont Wade perfection with the bases loaded this year, but he's not far off. He's had 3 plate appearances and 2 hits, a single and a double. Going up and away, 1-1. Taylor Trammell.
How about it? Pretty good run.
That's up, 2-1. Trammell has never faced Tyone before. Just Trammell and Lamont Wade Jr., the only Astros in the lineup without a career AB against Tyone. Trammell hitting a big 3-run home run last night. This is the heater here, and the count's even at 2 apiece.
Challenge Trammell with that fastball and beat him.
Taylor Trammell was a Mariner in 23. He had his only career grand slam, but came against Toronto. Chris Bassett was the pitcher that day. Popped him up on the infield. Bases are loaded, so the infield fly rule will be invoked, and Jimenez puts it away for the 2nd out. Now it'll be up to Christian Walker with 2 outs. See Walker's numbers with the bases loaded. Both of his slams have come as a Diamondback. He's got his longest hitting streak going as an Astro starting today. He's got an 8-gamer going. Didn't mean to as he checks his swing and fouls one off. It's 0-1. last 3 games for the Astros, they have had lots of runners on in the first inning, but have not scored in the first. They left the bases loaded without scoring in the final game against the Rangers. They stranded 2 against the Blue Jays on Monday and 1 yesterday. So that's 6 men left on base the last 3 games in the first inning without scoring a run.
The Astros take a little bit of time to flex that wrist number.
Walker 3 for 11 this year with the bases full. Alvarez on third, Altuve on second, Varsho on first, a hit and a couple of walks in this inning. Ione having to work hard here in the first. Foul tip caught by Valenzuela. The Astros will strand 3 more. That is now 9 left on without scoring in their last 4 games in the first inning. Astros and Blue Jays wrapping up a season series. Astros currently with 3 wins to 2 for the Blue Jays. Astros looking for a 5-1 homestand here with a win today, as Brandon Valenzuela getting the start. What Valenzuela has done since the All-Star break. Switch hitting catcher and loses his bat. It goes against the netting. Valenzuela needs to get a little stick-em on that bat after an 0-2 count.
Early lead in the bat toss category.
That's
pretty good toss.
So strange.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah, I've done it several times. It's just awkward because the body's finishing the swing, but there's nothing there, and it just. And you feel like I got to go pick it up.
Now I got to go get it.
Excuse me.
The good news is there's netting now.
True.
Back then you had the ability to hurt people.
Yeah, you just hold your head and hopefully nobody caught the barrel.
1-2 the count on Valenzuela, making his first start of this series. Alejandro Kirk, as Blummer mentioned, along with Vlad Guerrero Jr. having the day off. Both of those guys have combined 2 for 16. Both are 1 for 8 against Hunter Brown, so not a bad day off for either one. Valenzuela's never faced him before this AB. And he's got a full count here to start the inning.
Man, a lot of curveballs from Hunter Brown to the rookie catcher.
Hunter 5 for 5 in first pitch strikes today, but overall just a little bit better than 50-50 on the strike to ball ratio. That's a strike at the knees. Valenzuela watching 96 go by. That's 3 strikeouts for Hunter Brown.
He stunned him after all those breaking balls. All of a sudden you see a fastball. It looks like it's about 105 going through the zone. But a good location on it. He's throwing a couple more 2-seamers to left-handed hitters as well.
Guy in the lineup with more at-bats against Hunter by far than anybody else is Josh Smith. Played every game of his career before yesterday with the Texas Rangers. He has 18 at-bats against Hunter. Hunter's won the majority of those ABs. Josh 3 for 18 against Brown with 7 strikeouts. Hunter getting ahead 1-2. Hunter started the first game of the homestand. Picked up a W. That was an Astros 11-2 win against the Rangers. Now he's trying to finish off the homestand with a W as well. Ground ball to the right side. Jose Altuve on 2 hops. And there's 2 away. Get a behind-the-scenes look at the ins and outs of Daikin Park with a ballpark tour. See the stadium like never before. Book your tour today at astros.com/tours. 2 out, space is empty for Ernie Clement. Slowly hit towards short. Pena will charge, take his time, and throw a strike. And that's another good inning for Hunter Brown. Strikeout and a couple of ground outs. We head to the bottom of the second, scoreless.
We've seen him draw a lot of walks lately, 9 in his last 14. He's also one of the first guys in the dugout every day, especially when he plays. He chats up Dave Clark there. You saw him talking to him, loves to chat him up. They talk outfield positioning, things that can come up in the game, and they just talk the game. It's something that Lamont loves to do. He listens to Clarkie's stories. Clarkie, a good sounding board for several of these guys to get.
Yeah, he is. A lot of experience with Dave Clark, first base coach and outfield coach. Lamont getting a chance to start his first game of the series. Seen Dalton Varsho start both games in center and move Taylor Chamel to left. Taylor's been hot lately. Well, Lamont's not exactly been struggling either. As Julie mentioned, a lot of walks, 14 walks. And lately on the homestand, 3 for 6 overall. This one hit in the air to right, hit pretty deep. Going back near the wall is Nathan Lucas, and he puts it away in the corner for out number 1. Well, we got some news before the game from Joe Espada about Carlos Correa, and with more on that, here's Julia.
It's good news, TK, for Correa, who had that doctor's appointment yesterday. He's going to start swinging the bat, so he'll continue to take ground balls. He'll do his running progression, and for the hitting, it starts with the dry swings and then off the tee. Joe said that this will take some time, but the fact that he can go in the cage, emulate the movement that he got injured doing is a good thing, and he's going to stay back in Houston and continue to work.
Rainer Diaz going after the first pitch and grounding out for out number 2. Carlos Correa is trying to take a page out of his buddy Jose Altuve's book by returning much earlier than we thought from an injury.
Yeah, he said he was doing everything he could, from diet to particular workouts to strengthen up that ankle and get ready and get back. And fortunately for the Astros, it's working out. And that timetable maybe sped up just a little bit. But one of those hurdles will be taking that swing, because that's how he ended up hurting that ankle, was when he was taking swings before games. So there'll be hurdles both physically and mentally for Carlos, but he is more than capable.
At the time of his injury, there was never a consideration that he was going to play in 2026.
Yeah, I had no idea.
It wasn't like they said, we'll see if he progresses in possible late season at bat. So this has kind of caught everybody by surprise, but good for Carlos trying to be a part of this 2026 Astros run. Allen will foul one back.
I just think it's interesting. It's the first week of August. I mean, it takes him 3-4 weeks even to get back into game playing shape, and he progresses the way they want to. You still could get a month of him. That's kind of crazy to think about.
There's a ball up the middle off the bat of Nick Allen. That'll be a 2-out base hit. Nick Allen has the Astros' second hit of the night, or afternoon, I should say.
Like a hanging breaking ball, sweeper up top. Allen takes advantage of it.
Well, Jeremy Pena, who had his 15-game hitting streak snap last night, was still on base a couple of times with 2 walks. Now looking to start a new hitting streak as he faces Taillon here. He's got good numbers against Taillon, 5 for 12 in his career. Hit the ball sharply his first time up, grounded out on a nice play by Andres Jimenez. Pena misses the heater up, and it's 0-2. Nick Allen on first base with 2 outs. Pena hits it hard but foul. Vlad Guerrero Jr. gets almost all the starts at first base. This is only Kazuma Okamoto's 4th start of his big league career at first. Now went down, covered up by the young catcher Valenzuela. Pena with a 1-2 count. Blue Jays will head to Wrigley Field for a day game makeup game tomorrow. So they'll have an afternoon game today in Houston and a day game tomorrow in Wrigley. And then they'll head to Philly for a weekend series. Pena fouls one the other way.
Well, they've got a pretty brutal stretch coming up. Philadelphia Phillies, a couple of New York teams. This is going to be a tough month of August for the Blue Jays contingent, with a little stopover to play the Cubs, who definitely got better at the trade deadline.
Picked up a lot of pitching. Pena battling here with 2 strikes. And takes a pitch down for a ball, 2-2. Dylan Cease was originally supposed to start this game. Then when the Blue Jays acquired Jamison Tyone, they said we're going to go to a 6-man rotation. So Cease will pitch tomorrow against the Cubs instead of maybe Tyone against the team he just got traded from. But now we're not sure with Trey Yesavage going on the IL today.
Yeah, that's going to be tough news.
Strike 3, top of the zone strike. Pena takes it for a called third, and that'll do it for the Astros in the 2nd inning. 1 hit, 1 left on, still scoreless.
In the crowd as well. He was happy with the outing, but critical. He said, I was throwing strikes with multiple pitches. I do like how my sinker's playing, my cutter's playing, but my slider needs to get more on plane. He said also appreciating the double plays more than he's used to. He said maybe that's the new Hayden. So as he continues to work through things, he has done a nice job, TK, through the first 2.
Yeah, he's looked good. I mean, 78, 79 pitches, the 2 starts he's made so far, so they really haven't extended him. But when you can go 6 innings with those pitch counts, then that's solid, and that could very well be the Astros' potential 3-starter in a postseason if they get there.
Yeah, double plays are obviously a pitcher's best friend when you're able to get 1 ground ball and get 2 outs out of it and eliminate some of that traffic. But at the same time, the way he's filling up the zone and pitching to contact, using the defense behind him, that's how you become more efficient.
Got a double play to end his outing yesterday as Alejandro Kirk ended the 6th by hitting into a double play. Hunter ahead of Andres Jimenez here to start the 3rd inning. 1-2 the count. And Brown picks up another strikeout. Hunter has struck out 4 the first 8 batters.
Getting it done with the fastball. Another one at 97 miles an hour. Up top of the zone. All the strikeouts today so far have been with the fastball.
He has thrown a lot of fastballs early in this game. A lot of fuel for the diesel early, and there's another one, a fastball at the knees. That one called a ball on Miles Straw.
That was a pretty good strike.
That's the first pitch that Straw has seen from Hunter Brown in 3 career at-bats that was not a strike. And it might have been.
Yeah, you could have challenged that one. You would have won. See it on an UTMD Anderson strike zone. Missed a spot, but still grabbed it.
Straw has 2 3-pitch strikeouts in the head-to-head matchup with Hunter Brown in his career. He's got a 1-1 count here. Tough to strike out Straw this season. He has been really good with his contact rate at 89%. That is 3rd best in baseball, but he has not swung at a pitch yet from Hunter, and he has seen 2.5 strikes.
Well played.
Try to hold up on a pitch up, and that is no swing. It's 2-2.
We almost got the chase on that one. It was pretty well up and out of the zone. So what can you come with now? Do you come back with that curveball, or do you try and paint that fastball down? Pretty aggressive take.
That one in play. Pena knows Miles' speed, and he hustles and makes a quick transfer to get Straw for the second out.
Astros fans, you can stream Space City Home Network all summer long directly with SCHN Plus. No cable or satellite needed. Start streaming today by purchasing the app at SCHNplus.com. Already have Space City Home Network? Download the SCHN Plus app and log in to watch your Astros all season long.
Back at the top of the order with 2 outs and nobody on is Nathan Lucas. That's now 9 of 11, or excuse me, 8 of 10 first pitch strikes for Hunter Brown. Could have been 9 of 10 had they called that pitch on Straw.
Yep.
Hunter doing a good job getting ahead early today. Coming off 5 2/3 against the Rangers. Threw a season high 104 pitches that day. He's already gone almost as long as he did his first start against Toronto when the Blue Jays put 85 pitches on him. That was his second start off the IL. Still kind of searching for that strike zone on a consistent basis. It's a different Hunter Brown today than the one they saw in Toronto in June.
Big time. It's got 29 fastballs in the first 41 pitches from Hunter.
Love it. That's the guy saying, here it is. Give me my best.
Yeah, you like fastballs? How about them fastballs? Bringing it.
4 strikeouts so far, first time through the lineup. 98 missing up. It's 2-2.
He's averaging 96.5 on the sinker, 96.7 on the four-seamer. He has touched 97.7 with the four-seam fastball. That's the fastest pitch today.
Got him. Hunter Brown. The Diesel with some fuel today on a Wednesday afternoon against the Blue Jays.
Games in his last 7, going 3 for 4 last night. We saw the hustle with him. Overall, great game, but just trying to get his hands a little bit lower. Wants to be a little more on time, shorter the ball, get away from those ground balls. That's been the focus. Something's clicked recently to him.
Yeah, quite a finish to the homestand here with 4 consecutive hits going into his next at bat. We'll hit behind Yordan Alvarez, who will lead things off. Yordan walked his first time up. It's his 7th walk of the homestand. In this homestand, he's got 9 hits and 18 at bats with 7 walks. Only thing missing from his homestand is a home run. And he has a
Taillon wants to give that home run up.
Taillon doesn't want to throw him a strike.
Oh, did you say he's hitting 500 with 7 walks?
Yeah.
Good grief.
In the homestand.
Yeah, I mean,
like 4 of those are intentional walks, maybe 3, but get the picture. There's a strike. Dot him up on the outside edge. Will he throw him another strike? The AL reigning player of the month in July. See if he throws him another strike. He does, and he hits it hard. He almost takes the glove off the hand of Ernie Clement, but he stays with it on the line drive out for out number 1.
I can only imagine how frustrating it can be swinging the bat as well as you are this season as Yordan and not really getting many pitches to hit. That would be a true test of patience.
He did everything right except for hit it at somebody on that last at bat. It's an awkward swing by Tube as he's down to the count 0-1. Actually, I shorted Yordan 1. He's got 8 walks, including his one today. 4 of them intentional. Altuve with the 2-1 count. Jose with 4 consecutive hits has seen that average move up. And hits this one deep to left field. Forget about it. Jose Altuve giving the Astros a 1-0 lead in the third. Home run number 13 on the year.
Altuve is raking. Putting on a show for the home folks. He got a hanging cutter at 88 and pummeled it. 427-footer.
5 consecutive hits for Altuve going back to last night. And the second straight year he's hit a cutter against Taillon out for a home run here at home. Another multi-hit game for Altuve. He's got 4 in a row now. We're only in the third inning. Now Dalton Varsho delivers a base hit. He's on base for the second time against the Jays, as he singles here against Taillon with 1 out.
Altuve on one of those patented heaters. All he needed was you yelling at him about being a sub-300 career hitter, and he went on a tear. Said, watch this. He's not just back to it, he's over it.
Oh, he's well over it now. Yeah, he came in. There goes Varsho, who stole the base without Taillon even paying any attention to him. He was halfway to second when that pitch was delivered. So Varsho with his first stolen base as an Astro, he's now 10 for 10.
Yeah, he'll steal you a bag. You got to pay attention. This guy's fundamentally sound, and he'll take advantage of moments.
Taylor Trammell batted with the base and loaded his first time up and popped up. Now he's got a runner on second with 1 out. Altuve going back to that game on Sunday against the Rangers. In his first at bat, he bounced it to a fielder's choice, and that dropped him below 300 for his career for the first time since September of 2014, when he went over 300 and never looked back from 14 until Sunday afternoon. But then after that, he had 2 more hits in the next 4 at bats, and he's been over 300 for his career ever since. That 1 at bat in the last dozen years where he was below.
For 1 at bat.
Yeah.
Man, he was tired of you yelling at him.
By the way, Altuve just passed Joe Gordon and Ian Kinsler on the all-time home run list for second baseman.
How about it?
Now alone in 8th place. 2-2 pitch as Trammell goes down on strikes. Third strikeout for Taillon. He has 1 an inning.
Go back to that swing from Altuve. This is a hanging cutter. Got the foot down at plenty of time. The recognition, and he absolutely barrels this one. 107 off the bat. That ball hit deep into the afternoon.
Almost identical to a pitch he hit out against Taillon last year here at Dyken Park when he was with the Cubs. A cutter up. Altuve hit for a home run. How about the Astros now leading the American League in runs scored?
I did not notice that until you put it on the screen. Thank you.
A couple of AL Central teams right behind them. White Sox play in Boston today. There's no hotter team in baseball than the Red Sox. The Twins are in Kansas City. The earliest game on the schedule today in the major leagues. Around the same time as the Cubs playing the Dodgers. Rangers also underway against the Giants. Christian Walker with an 0-2 count, stays alive with a foul ball. Red Sox are 29-5 in their last 34 games. Last time an American League team went on a stretch where they went 30-5 was back when they were called the Indians, and Cleveland had a 22-game winning streak in 2017.
Wow.
So one of the hottest stretches we have seen in a decade for a team that was going to be sellers at the deadline, and now they are not only in the mix, but they are by far the hottest team in baseball, the Boston Red Sox.
We thought we've had a roller coaster ride here with this team. But, I mean, considering that entire organization and that roller coaster they've been on, it's pretty remarkable they're in that position they are right now.
The Astros are playing their best baseball, having won 12 out of 14. Heading back to California for the next road trip, taking on the Padres and the Giants in the NL West. Padres have played better lately as well. They've won 9 out of 11. That ball ripped over the head of Smith into the corner. That'll score Dalton Varsho. Into second is Christian Walker with his 24th double of the year, and the Astros lead it 2-0.
Attaboy Seawalk. Got himself a curveball he could handle, and he raked it into left. You'll see this curveball back up, stay maybe on that inner third a little bit. And the nose stride, quick swing from Walker gets him another double.
Tied with Yordan Alvarez for the team lead now with 24 doubles. Christian just drove in his 65th run of the year. And that's now a 9-game hitting streak. He's only had one longer hitting streak in his career. A 13-gamer with the Diamondbacks in 2023. Now a word from Reliant.
Make your move with Reliant. That's power your way.
So Lamont Wade Jr. bats with a runner in scoring position and 2 outs. Shows getting to Jameson Taillon here in the 3rd inning. Home run, single, and double. Wade hit one to the corner in right field, his first time up. Again, into a hitter's count here. It's 2-0. Count to Lamont with Yainer Diaz on deck. Yainer's been hot lately too. I mentioned at the beginning of the broadcast how this lineup during this homestand has really produced 1 through 9, and that's thanks to guys like Yainer Diaz and Cam Smith who've been getting it done at the bottom of the lineup. That's going to be on the inside corner for a strike. It's 3-1. Into center, that'll be down for a hit. Walker around third. Straw throw will come into second. RBI single for Lamont Wade Jr. It's 3-0 Astros.
Everybody contributing, and Lamont Wade Jr. able to get down there and high-five Clarkie. Good swing on a fastball out over the plate. Let it travel, maybe catch it a little bit deeper. This is basically very similar to that drill he was doing with Clarkie in the dugout, where he flips it and he catches it with that top hand. Got to be short, quick to the baseball, almost like a left hook.
Yainer going after a first pitch for the second straight at bat. Low throw and a nice pick by Okamoto to get Yainer Diaz to end the inning. But the Astros score 3 with Jose Altuve hitting a home run, his 5th consecutive hit in this series. It's 3-0 Astros.
Don't have to. We get to walk by Suzanne all the time, and she's one of the best. So congratulations to her. She'll be missed.
Yeah, absolutely. Best to Suzanne, and she was always a friendly face. We couldn't be more happy for her. She wants to travel now. So good for her.
There you go.
She can travel to a potential playoff game and see the Astros.
Maybe she can meet us in San Diego and San Francisco. Start chasing the team around.
There you go. She hasn't seen enough baseball in her 31 years.
Right.
Hunter Brown now working with a 3-0 lead as the Astros put up a 3 spot in the bottom half of the third. He'll have the 2, 3, and 4 hitters due up here in the 4th inning. Kazuma Okamoto struck out his first time up. That one close. In fact, close enough for Yainer Diaz to challenge.
Challenging the ball call.
It was close at the knees. ABS powered by T-Mobile will show us whether it clipped the bottom of the zone or not. And it did.
Also strike. Houston has 2 remaining.
Yainer's getting solid in these challenges this homestand.
I like it.
He's not afraid to challenge when he feels like he's going to help his pitcher, and that one's wide. It's 2-2. Hunter so far has allowed 1 base runner, a walk to Jesus Sanchez. He has struck out 5 of the first 9 outs he's recorded. A little tapper towards third. Tough play for Allen, and he can't field it on the backhand play. Okamoto, unaware that the ball got to the outfield, did not try to make the turn at first. So he'll stay there at first base on this chopper that got by Nick.
Made the decision early to go in and get it. Just didn't anticipate quite where that hop was going to be. One of the tougher things about moving around all over the infield is remembering the experience on some of those ground balls to be able to anticipate those hops.
They're in charge. Allen with an error on that play. Had an error charge against him at second base last night. Velasquez coming out to check on Yainer Diaz after that last foul ball off the bat of Jesus Sanchez.
Sometimes that foul tip into the glove of a catcher can kind of hit the ends of the fingers and stun you a little bit. Fortunately, having a little bit of a laugh at it as he flexes those fingers and shoves that hand back into the mitt. Watch out to catch the top of the glove off that heel.
Catching 3 in a row is not fun. Catching a day game after a night game as part of the 3 in a row is not fun. And then taking some of these foul balls that Yainer has taken today adds to the angst. He'll look forward to that day off tomorrow and maybe Friday as well. We'll see if Christian Vazquez gets a start to open up that San Diego series. Astros have announced a starter for their first 2 games of that series. It's Ronel Blanco and Peter Lambert starting the first 2 against the Padres. Lambert generally works with Vazquez. Ronel worked with Yainer last time. One and 2 the count to Sanchez. And that is right there. Fastball for a called third. Jesus Sanchez doesn't pull the trigger, and he's strikeout victim number 6 for Hunter Brown.
There's a reason they call the fastball the noise sometimes, because all you hear is it going by. That's exactly what happened to Sanchez. That's a 2-seamer that stayed right on that inner third at 97.
You're liking these 2-seamers to lefties.
Oh, I love it. It's just enough to stay on the inside corner like that last pitch, and if he throws it away to a left-handed hitter, it's just enough to get off the barrel and create some soft contact. It's just a slight little movement. We obviously know it's effective getting in on right-handed hitters, but I really like that he's starting to challenge some of these left-handed hitters with it.
George Springer down in the count 0-2.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, right.
That's that 2-seamer. Yeah, I don't want any part of that if I'm a right-handed hitter.
George hits one back to the mound. Could be two. Brown to Altuve, and they turn the double play on Springer. Hunter Brown wipes away the error and only faces 3 in the 4th.
For Houston Astros baseball.
Nick Allen, who had a single his first time up, will lead off here in the 4th inning. And goes after the first pitch and skies one into shallow center. Miles Straw coming on, and he has time to get under it. 1 pitch and 1 out in the 4th.
StatCast 3D, powered by Google Cloud, is going to show you some of the hot cold zones for Jeremy Pena during this stretch he is on since the All-Star break. Not a real surprise that the only cold zone is down and away. Pitchers often try and get that slider to that position, trying to stay away from the quick, powerful swing of Jeremy Pena. But when he's able to lay off that and get some of those sliders in the zone, he has been crushing them. That ball torched.
Oh, Jesus Sanchez making a nice catch on that one off the bat of Pena. Jeremy hitting is some bad luck. Astros have hit a couple of line drives at people against Tayo.
That ball was hit well. 91 inside. He pulled the hands in, hit it at 100.2. Sanchi with an incredible play.
Jordan hit a ball hard his last time up, but hit it right at the second baseman, Ernie Clement. Down in the count here, 0-1 as he misses the breaking ball. Astros putting 3 on the board last inning against Tayo. Now he gets ahead of Jordan, 0-2.
Astros own the top 5 hardest hit baseballs in this game so far. Christian Walker's double at 109.2 is the hardest.
Yeah, I saw that. Might be even more than the top 5.
Yeah, I was just looking at the leaderboard on the Baseball Savant, but after you showed me your computer, I think they have the top 10.
Hey, George Springer.
Yeah.
Grounding into a double play at 93.8 is the hardest hit baseball against Hunter Brown today. Nobody hit a ball hard there in that at bat as Jordan goes down on strikes. Taillon with his best inning of the day, a 1-2-3-4. Poll will have results later on. 3-0 Astros, 5th inning baseball. First pitch home is a strike to Brandon Valenzuela, who was called out on strikes his first time up. The Blue Jays have swung at 32.7% of Hunter Brown's pitches today. Hunter came in with a swing percentage against him of 41.7%, which was second lowest in all of baseball. And the Blue Jays are just saying it worked for us the last time when we faced him in Toronto, when he had to throw 85 pitches in 3 innings. It's not quite working out the same way today.
No.
Because he has been dominant through 4 innings. Only allowing 2 base runners, 1 on a walk and 1 on an error. Brandon Valenzuela felt that 1-1 pitch was off the plate. He's going to challenge ABS powered by T-Mobile, and he is going to win that one.
The call's overturned. Hits the ball.
Drive a bus in between the zone and the ball right there.
When they don't have the distance, you know it's well off the plate.
Yeah.
So instead of 1-2, it's a 2-1 count. That one's a strike. Valenzuela still not swinging at many pitches here against Hunter. It's 2-2.
I feel like Hunter really wanted to make sure that that was a strike. 97.4 just rushed right through the middle part of the zone. And to your point, Valenzuela didn't even take the bat off his shoulder.
Valenzuela looked at a 3-2 pitch above the knees at the middle of the plate his last time up. Hunter has 2 called third strikes and now another swinging strikeout. Yiner will complete the strikeout with a throw to first. That's 7 strikeouts, 1 out into the 5th for Hunter.
Let's take a peek, have a little bit of fun. These are all the strikeouts. You can see the sinker and 4-seamer getting after it. And the location, the velocity is electric. And this one right here, the only one on a knuckle curve. Came out of the hand looking like it was going to be in the zone, then just spun below the zone.
Strike one to Josh Smith. Smith grounded out to Altuve his first time up. That one down and in. It's 1-1. Hunter so far, we mentioned the hardest contact for any Blue Jays hitter was George Springer with that double play that he bounced back to the mound last inning at 93.8. Second hardest hit baseball was a ground out by Straw at 86.6. 93.8 doesn't qualify as a hard hit baseball. So far through 4 1/3 innings, no hard hit baseballs against Hunter.
Been impressive.
Hunter has 5 swinging strikeouts and 6 whiffs on the day.
Whiffs on the day. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
And Tyone's just racking them up.
18.
Yeah, the
Astros,
Astros,
16.
Yeah, the Astros aggressive on their swings. Missing on a couple, but they put up a 3 spot on him. Meanwhile, he's not getting a lot of swing and miss, but he's putting him in some deep counts with all the takes. Not as many swings against Hunter.
Another case there, 3-1 pitch.
And if you're Josh Smith, you sit there and you take that and you're like, great, throwing his changeup for a strike. Now, you know, that's 89 compared to 97 that I've been seeing all day.
So Hunter's not getting much swing and miss, but he's using the swing and miss to get strikeouts 5 times. That one, as you heard Mike Malinsky, possibly a home plate umpire saying that ball hit foul. It's 3-2. Hunter Brown has been 20-25 Hunter Brown his last 2 starts plus today. He's now up to 17 innings in those 3 starts with 2 runs allowed on 8 hits in those 3 starts. This one off the end of the bat. Tough play for Allen. Bare hand play and a good one for Nick Allen. Hunter knew he had no chance to field that ball, and he was hoping his third baseman could, and he did. A great play.
Quick feet. That'll be the all-stay good hands play. When those feet get you to the right position, you're able to barehand it. Had those steps timed up beautifully, got a good hop, and threw a nice ball over to first base. You'd see it right in the fingertips, but able to get enough of that to get a strong throw to first to beat Josh Smith. That was nice.
Mentioned the feet and then the bare hand as a third baseman who played infielder who played a lot of third base in your career. What's the key to that play?
It's the timing of the feet to be able to pick that up and throw in one step. Hunter Brown was impressed, but you want to field it right off that right foot and then throw off the left. But in order to make that one continuous motion, you're going to have the footwork down.
This will be an easier play for Nick, and another solid inning for Hunter Brown. Diesel is rolling down the lane. 5 innings worth. Only 2 base runners, a walk and an error.
We'll start their bullpen. We'll start with Spencer Miles, 31 games, 4 starts under his belt. It's been very good. 3.13 almost matches that FIP number that he has. He's allowed 4 home runs in the time that he has been out there facing a hot hitting Jose Altuve. His fastball will average 96 miles an hour.
Altuve finished last night with 3 consecutive hits and has started this afternoon with 2 hits, a single and a home run that got the Astros on the board with a 1-0 lead in the 3rd. Jose riding 5 consecutive hits in the span of less than 24 hours with a day game after a night game. Jose now 9 for 15 in his last 4 games as he fouls one towards the Blue Jays dugout and is down to the count 1-2. Spencer Miles is University of Missouri guy, drafted by the Giants in the 22 draft, and then the Blue Jays took him in the Rule 5 draft last year while he was injured, recovering from Tommy John surgery. That one tapped towards third. 2 hops for Josh Smith. Altuve hustling down the line, but he's thrown out for the first out of the inning.
Time now to play Astros trivia powered by Reliant. Who is the Astros all-time triples leader? No way it's Evan Gattis, right?
You'd never know.
Maybe in a single season, but hey, who is the Astros all-time triples leader? Astros trivia powered by Reliant.
Here's Dalton Varsho. He's had a nice game against the Jays. Varsho walked his first time up, his 4th walk of the series against his former team, and then he singled, stole a base, and scored a run in the 3rd. Varsho hitting in the cleanup spot all 3 games now as an Astro. Seventh big league season for Dalton. His father Gary played in 8 major league seasons. Just scored his first run with the Astros his last time up. That one's fouled out of play. It's 1-2. Dalton has worn a variety of numbers. Most recently 5 with the Blue Jays, but that's not going to fly here.
That'd be a tough one to get out of the rafters.
Stays 1-2. Obviously the retired number of one Jeff Bagwell. So now he's wearing number 18. Had worn 12 before. That is currently being worn by the Astros third base coach Tony Perez-Chica. Varsho down on strikes. All In All the Time is presented by Daily in Black. And how about how hard Taylor Trammell has been hitting the ball in this series and in 2026 in general. Last night was the hardest hit ball of his career. And if you take all his seasons coming into this year, mostly with Seattle, 10 of the 12 hardest hit balls he has ever hit have been this season.
It's pretty incredible to think about. But he's getting plenty of PT here with the Astros. So it's given him some opportunities to get that swing going, and he's made it pay off.
Varsho after the strikeout, 2 outs and nobody on for Trammell. Making some loud contact. Getting robbed by Miles Straw, potential extra bases, but making sure he hit one to right field last night that easily cleared the wall for a 3-run home run. Today he has popped up and struck out against Tyone and now facing the reliever Spencer Miles. On the ground, 2 hops. Ernie Clement will make the play. Blue Jays with back-to-back 1-2-3 innings. Astros down in the 5th. Still a 3-0 lead. Astros own all 6 of the hits in this game so far, as Andres Jimenez grounds one on 2 hops to Jose Altuve. 3 consecutive groundouts for Hunter Brown, who also has 7 strikeouts through 5 1/3 innings. Hunter has been outstanding today. There has not been a ball hit to an outfielder yet. The only ball that left the infield was a ground ball that got past Nick Allen for an error in the 4th inning.
Yeah, that's been strikeout a ground ball. We know that Hunter Brown has a tendency when he's going well to get a lot of ground balls. But this is to the extreme so far early on.
Miles Straw grounded out to short his first time up. Miles delivers a line drive off the wall and left on 1 hop. Straw continues to be the best hitter in the Blue Jays lineup this series. That's his 4th extra base hit and his 5th hit in the series.
These are the 2 hottest hitters probably right there standing together at second base, Altuve and Miles Straw. But this is unbelievable. We've seen a lot of Miles Straw over the years, especially in an Astros uniform. This might be the best I've ever seen him swing. Breaks up the potential no-hitter with that double.
Yeah, the first hit of the day for the Blue Jays is a Miles Straw extra base hit. Now a ground ball to short off the bat of Lucas. Straw will move to third, second out of the inning. And Straw not a big extra base hit guy in his career, but has 5 hits in the series in 7 at bats. In 8 at bats actually, and 4 of those 5 hits are extra base hits. Now 2 outs and Kazuma Okamoto the batter. He takes a first pitch just below the zone for ball 1. Rare 2-0 count for Hunter. He has thrown a lot of first pitch strikes tonight. This afternoon. That's up and in, and Okamoto with a 3-0 count. Jesus Sanchez is on deck. Hunter's allowed 1 walk. That was back in the first inning. Bullpen is fully rested today, and they have an off day tomorrow. Hunter has shown no signs of needing any bullpen help. Of 20 first pitch strikes. Excellent work early in counts for Hunter today. 3-1 to count to Okamoto. Well placed fastball. Count goes full.
Yeah, that was dirty. It's also firm.
A lot of 98s today.
Gosh, he has been filled up at that velocity, hasn't he?
Into center, that'll be down for a hit, and the Blue Jays score their first run. Kazuma Okamoto with an RBI single. It's now a 3-1 game.
Hunter opted for the curveball. It wasn't in the zone. Okamoto going down on his legs to be able to hit this into center field.
So the first hits of the game for the Blue Jays, scoring the first run of the game. Yainer Diaz will give Hunter a chance to fix his necklace and chat about baseball or other things in life. While they chat, we're going to have a word from Taqueria Dorantes.
Jeremy, and what does winning taste like? It's like going to your favorite spot. You just know. And when it's Taqueria Arandas, always a home run.
Hunter still in firm command of this game, but if he needs any help, the bullpen is well rested. Part of it leading into the off day tomorrow, part of it was Tatsuya Imai gave everybody else the day off on Monday, and only 2 arms needed yesterday. I'm not sure if Stephen Okert has seen many 3-day consecutive games off, plus an off day on Thursday coming. I would imagine we might see Okert today, but that would be that would feel like a vacation for him.
I was just going to say, has he pitched with a fresh arm?
No.
Yet this season? This might be the first time.
We'll see how Joe deploys his pen today, but he is in great shape going into the off day tomorrow, leading into that San Diego series. Hunter with a 1-0 count on Jesus Sanchez. All of a sudden, we have seen him fall behind 3-0 and 2-0 to the last 2 hitters after filling up the zone the first 5 and a third innings. Two straight 3-0 counts. Sanchez walked for just the 11th time all year, his first time up. Now you're starting to see the bullpen stir. And guess who's up?
First call, Steve.
That ball drilled deep to right field, and we have ourselves a tie game. Just like that, the Blue Jays had no hits coming into the inning. A double by Miles Straw, an RBI single with 2 outs by Kazuma Okamoto. And now Sanchez picks on a 3-0 pitch to tie the game at 3 with his 8th home run of the year.
A pretty frustrating inning for Hunter Brown, who was cruising along in this game against the Blue Jays. Fastball up out of the zone, and Sanchez goes up there and clears it out. But it's a whole new ball game right now after that 398-foot shot to right.
George tries to check his swing, goes too far on the fastball up. Hunter a little aggravated right now. All 3 hits allowed in this game coming in to score this inning. As the Blue Jays score 3 in the 6th. That went down and away, 1-1. Get away so quickly. He was at 3-2 with Okamoto with 2 outs and a runner on third. Okamoto hit a curveball for an RBI hit, and then he got the 3-0 on Sanchez, and now the game's tied. Now he's 3-1 on Springer. So 3-0, 3-0, and now 3-1 to the last 3 batters.
Now you're just focused on regrouping and getting out of this inning, giving the Astros a quality start. Let the offense go to work against this Blue Jays bullpen.
That's going to be ball 4. Springer's going to draw a walk. That'll put a runner on with 2 outs. Brandon Valenzuela, as Blummer mentioned, is a better left-handed hitter than right-handed hitter. And here comes Josh Miller to have a word with the starter. Frustrating inning for Hunter. Josh will have a chat with him as he approaches 90 pitches on the day. Springer on first with 2 outs, and Valenzuela will hit. He has struck out looking and struck out swinging. Ball started with a double by Miles Straw, the first batted baseball that got through the infield that was not an error. It was a 1-hop double off the wall. And Okamoto hit a single 2 batters later, and then Sanchez a home run. Hunter has only thrown 8 strikes out of 20 pitches in this inning. There's a swinging strike. It's 1-1. Trying to get through the top of the 6th with the game tied. Valenzuela down to the count 1-2.
One more pitch. Need some quality pitches against Valenzuela in this game.
Astros got 6 innings out of Christian Javier Monday against the Jays. Gave up 3 runs and a 3-1 loss. Then 6 innings of 2-run baseball out of Hayden Wisniewski yesterday in a 7-2 win. Now Hunter trying to get through 6 innings today. And he will with a strikeout to end the inning. Frustrating inning for Hunter, but he ends it with a K, his 8th on the day, and we're tied at 3. The bottom of the 6th inning. Astros and Blue Jays tied at 3. Christian Walker, who drove in a run with a double his last time up. 1 for 2 today with an RBI and a run scored. Leads off here in the 6th. It'll be Walker, Lamont Wade Jr. and Yainer Diaz facing Spencer Miles in his 2nd inning of work. First pitch missing up and away, 1-0. Walker now with a 9-game hitting streak. 3 times in his career he's had a hitting streak of 9 games or more. This is his longest hitting streak as an Astro. Had one in 2019 of 9 games. And also with the Diamondbacks in 2023, his career long as a 13-gamer. That OPS right around just under 1,000 during this 9-game hitting streak. And that's going to be his 2nd hit of the day. Christian Walker delivers a single to center. First base runner allowed by Spencer Miles. The new era is presented by DirecTV. Walker Yannick, who was impressive in brief spring training action, has been injured recently with a hamstring injury, but since coming back from that hamstring issue on June 30th, he has been red hot, hitting at .359 with an 11.08 OPS. Getting at all those numbers at AA Corpus Christi for the Hooks.
It's a good sign for the Astros and Yannick. High expectations on that catcher. Another Bearcat in the mix.
Another Sam Houston State product. Lamont Wade Jr. takes a lot of pitches, as we have seen in his time with the Astros. He has the lowest swing percentage of any Astro hitter since he has joined Houston. Trying to backpick Christian Walker with Brandon Valenzuela, and Walker will restore some dirt as he might have slipped on his way back.
He's got some gardening to do.
So Lamont in another hitter's count at 2-0. He rarely gets himself into bad counts because he does not leave the zone. That one's at the bottom of the zone that he takes for a strike. It's 2-1. Lamont has an RBI single in 2 at-bats today. He's got a 4-game hitting streak on this homestand, 4 for 8. That was a close pitch that was called a strike. It's 2-2.
Yeah, he was thinking about challenge. It looked like he brought up that right hand because it does dart in off the UTMB Anderson strike zones.
Steven Okert continues to warm up for the Astros, so he is going to come in the 7th, you would think. That means Hunter Brown would need a run in this inning to be eligible for a win. He had won his last 2 starts. He had a string earlier this year of 5 consecutive starts with a no decision. Hunter's at 93 pitches, so his day's likely done. Count 2-2 on Lamont Wade Jr. That's just in with a fastball. Now the count's full. "14 hits as an Astro, 14 walks as an Astro. His on-base percentage is 135 points higher than his batting average. check swing that caught the bat. Astros out hitting the Blue Jays 7-3. The Blue Jays getting all 3 of their hits in the top of this inning, scoring 3 runs. Another 3-2 pitch to Lamont, 10th pitch of this at bat, and he hammers it to right field. If it stays fair, it's trouble. It's into the corner. That's extra bases for the Astros. Being held at third, Walker. Second and third, nobody out. Lamont Wade Jr. with his 4th double as an Astro.
What an AB for Lamont. That was nicely done. Had to fight off some tough pitches. Eventually get something he can handle and keep fair. It was a slider that stayed middle, and he raked it, getting the head out nicely. The Astros trying to answer back and pick up that win for Hunter Brown after first 2 runners on.
That ball just stayed in play off the top of the wall in the right field corner. Now the infield in. Yainer Diaz has seen 2 pitches and put 2 pitches in play today. Takes his first pitch of the day. It's a strike, 0-1.
Outfield arms are presented by Lone Star College. Seen a good throw from, well, those are the Astros. We've seen a good throw from Sanchez and an absolutely terrible throw from Sanchez. So he's a green light. Straw and Lucas be your yellow lights. Straw does a good job of attacking and has a pretty good arm and is usually accurate. Sometimes the issue for Sanchez is just getting it into the glove, out of the glove.
Now Yainer down in the count, 0-2. Nick Allen on deck. Trying to get him to chase, but Spencer Miles pitched off the plate. It's 1-2. Second and third, nobody out. Infield in a tie game in the 6th. Another good take by Yainer as Miles tries to tempt him with those sliders off the plate. That is the book on Yainer, is trying to take advantage of his aggressiveness.
He gets a little anxious, tries to go out there and put everything in play.
He's gone from 0-2 to 2-2. Now he fouls off a strike. Stays in a 2-2 count.
Tough pitch at 99. Woo.
Single by Christian Walker, double by Lamont Wade Jr. And a pop-up. That will not get the run home. Okamoto in foul territory puts it away for the first out of the inning. Now Nick Allen, who is singled in flight out to center. Infield remains in. Oh, Allen hit on the hand as he was attempting to bunt.
Man, that thing was rushing in a quick 97 miles an hour.
They're going to say he went after that bunt. They're not going to give him a hit by pitch, as the first base umpire Doug Eddings came down the line and said he attempted to bunt this.
He was pulling the bat back for me. That was out there, unfortunately. Caught a little bit of the bat, a little bit of the hand.
Man. Checking out those pointer finger and middle finger on the right hand is Rafael Freitas, the assistant athletic trainer. He was trying to safety squeeze the bunt, the run home. Got hit on the hand, but it was also a foul ball off the bat as well. He'll stay in there with an 0-1 count.
I just don't know how you can check down to first and say he was offering at it. He's pulling the bat back. For me.
No, I hear you.
Yeah.
That was a decision made by Doug Eddings as the Blue Jays made the appeal. Now swinging. Tried to back pick Walker.
Slater's desperate to pick him off the bases, isn't he? Jeez. Christian talking to Tony going, why is he picking on me?
That's pop foul out of play. Now the count 1-2. Shows with 2 runners in scoring position to start the inning with nobody out. Pop up by Yainer Diaz, and now Miles ahead of the count 1-2 on Nick Allen. Nick is 7 for 18 on the season with runners in scoring position. Giving it a look is Smith, but Josh will run out of room. It stays 2-2. I think with each swing, maybe those fingers feel a little bit better.
Yeah, get a little life back into him, hopefully. It's something he can drive the outfield. I'm not sure I've seen an outfield play this shallow this season against anybody.
Big strikeout for Miles, keeping runners on second and third. That's the second out of the inning. Now to be up to Jeremy Pena to try to come through with a 2-out hit.
This is the curveball. Saw a lot of sliders breaking away from Nick, and then all of a sudden this one dropping below the zone. Good pitch in a big moment for Miles.
Now Jeremy Pena, looking for his first hit, is 0 for 3 today. Has hit in 15 of his last 16 games. He went 0 for 3 last night with a couple of walks to snap that hitting streak. Pena faces Spencer Miles for the first time in his career. Got in on him, and a little pop up to first. Astros are going to strand second and third, nobody out, and the game remains tied at 3 after 6.
Nokert be his 56th appearance. He has done an excellent job in 55 1/3 with a 2.28 ERA. That whip sub 1. He's racked up 57 strikeouts.
Luis Arias is going to come on as a pinch hitter here. Josh Smith, in his first start as a Blue Jay, goes 0 for 2 with a couple of groundouts against Hunter Brown. Arias off the bench, pinch hitting to lead off the 7th inning. Ryder took another foul ball. Tough day for Yainer behind the dish. He is 2 for 5 this year as a pinch hitter for the Blue Jays as he hits here for Smith. It'll be him and then Ernie Clement and Andres Jimenez. Oker will face the first 2 righties. We'll see if Jimenez hits. Looks like he will. He's got a bat and a batting helmet. Pitches in, it's 3-1. Final line on Hunter Brown. 6 innings today for Hunter. 3 hits, all in the 6th inning. That's when the Blue Jays scored all 3 runs. 2 walks, 8 strikeouts, 1 home run. It was a game-tying 2-run home run by Jesus Sanchez. This ball hit pretty well in the left center field. Back on it is Varsho, and he'll make a nice running play in left center field. Varsho ran that one down on a well-struck baseball for the first out.
StatCast 3D powered by Google Cloud. We talk about Okert's two-pitch mix. He does it very well against lefties on the left-hand side. Mixes up the percentages, but the results are very similar to both left-handed hitters and right-handed hitters. That slider at $1.61 to lefties, it's actually better against right-handed hitters at 155. Which makes it very comfortable for Joe Espada to bring him in against various hitters throughout the course of the lineup.
First two missing to Ernie Clement. Clement has grounded out to short and grounded out to third. That's a nice luxury when you have a lefty that gets both sides of the plate. Oakert has been the go-to for the Astros out of the pen this year. Trying to work through the seventh inning here. The last two times we saw Oakert, he pitched more than an inning. It was an up-down for him twice in that series against the Rangers. Two and two the count. Blue Jays have stranded two men today on base. The Astros have left 7 on base. And Oakert strikes out Ernie Clement. Second out of the inning. First strikeout for Oakert and 9th for Astros pitching.
A couple of good sliders to get him back into this count. Eventually put Ernie Clement away with that slider. Even though he doesn't have a changeup, what that slider does is it changes the speeds greatly and shapes. Sometimes hitters have a tough time squaring that up.
Now Jimenez will hit lefty on lefty and taking a first pitch ball 1-0. There's a strike. Left-hander Mason Fluharty is warming up in the Toronto bullpen. He'll come out of the pen and face Yordan Alvarez to start the 7th inning. Two and one the count. See who's due up for the Astros. 2 out of 3 lefty hitters. So that's why the lefty Fluharty is warming. Actually 3 out of 4 if you take it further because Trammell hits behind Varsho. Oh, 2-2 pitch may have hit him, and it did. Pointing to first base is the home plate umpire Mike Malinsky, saying that that's a hit batter and he'll be a 2-out base runner.
Slider that just didn't slide. Jimenez trying to hold his ground. He actually just left his hand out over there. It should come off the bat.
Wow.
It was interesting.
He made no attempt to get out of the way of that pitch. Runner on first, 2 outs. Now a word from Jack in the Box.
Don't get FOMO. Get my Philly-style bonus Jack combos and new Philly Munchie Meal.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
Now Oakert will go after the most dangerous hitter in this series. Now Straw can save that for future use. We haven't said that much about Miles in the past.
Oh.
Miles Straw doubled today in 2 at-bats, double and a triple yesterday in 3 at-bats, double and a single Monday in 3 at-bats. He has been the best hitter of this series, and it's 0-1 on Miles.
Who knew you're going to highlight the 9-hole hitter Miles Straw as the guy you're not going to let beat you? It's kind of how it's ended up.
Now one the other way, it's 0-2. Straw started a 3-run rally with a double as the first hit allowed by Hunter Brown with 1 out in the 6th inning. Straw scored on a 2-out base hit by Okamoto on a 3-2 pitch, and then Sanchez hit a 3-0 pitch out to tie the game. No swing, 1-2. Runner on first, Andres Jimenez was hit by a pitch. Okert with a 1-2 count on Straw with 2 outs. There goes Jimenez. The pitch is popped in the air, foul. Long run for Taylor Trammell, and he can't quite get there in time. Just goes a foul ball. In the air, center field, Dalton Varsho will come in. And he puts it away for the final out of the inning. Straw retired to end the top of the 7th. 7th inning stretch time, tied at 3 here at Daikin Park. 7th inning stretch presented by Texas Mattress Makers.
Jordan is going to lead off this inning. He's going to lead it off against a left-handed pitcher for the Blue Jays. Fluharty coming into this game, back-to-back games. He's done a good job against lefties this season, holding them to a 178 batting average. Has given up 6 home runs, and 2 of those 2 left-handed hitters.
Jordan is 0 for 2 against Fluharty in his career. Seen a lot of cutters in his 2 at-bats. Down in the count after a swinging strike at the sweeper. There is that cutter, and now it's 0-2. Jordan 0 for 2 with a walk today against Jamison Tyone. Now facing the lefty here to start the bottom of the 7th inning. Junior Caminero in that series against the Rockies in Colorado doing something that Jordan's never done, and that's hit a home run in Denver. Kind of crazy to think Jordan's never hit a home run at Coors Field. Caminero had 2 on Monday and another one today. He's within 2 home runs of Jordan in the Triple Crown race, as Alvarez down on strikes here for the first out of the 7th.
Today's drive of the game is presented by Honda. Jose Altuve got a hold of a Jamison Tyone cutter and hit it 427 feet. On the train tracks out there in left field for number 27.
Altuve had a string of 5 consecutive hits, snapped his last at bat with a ground out to third, and now he'll pop one into right center field. Nathan Lucas is there, and that's 2 outs. Astros had a great opportunity to score a run last inning, 2nd and 3rd, nobody out. Hunter Brown was going to get an opportunity to get a win if the Astros could have scored a run last inning, but then a pop-up strikeout and pop-up ended the 6th, and the Astros stayed tied at 3. Now Dalton Varsho facing his former teammate. Varsho, a single and a walk, is 1 for 2 today with a stolen base and a run scored. A little bit in, didn't miss by much, 1-1. Fluharty, the third pitcher of the day for the Blue Jays. Spencer Miles came on for 2 shutout innings and pitched around that second and third no-out situation last inning. Now Varsho down on the count 1-2. Astros have Brian Abreu warming up. Down and away, 2-2. Fluharty, the first major leaguer to appear in 60 games on the season. And in his 60th game so far, he's retired the first 2 batters. He's got a 2-2 count on Varsho. Swing and a miss. Fluharty strikes out Varsho. He struck out both lefties he faced in the inning, and that'll do it for the Astros in the 7th. We're tied heading to the 8th.
Got rate at 35% for the Astros. Back into the bullpen doing its job here, trying to keep this game tied up. As you see the numbers overall on the season in 43 games for Brian.
Top of the order for the Blue Jays. Nathan Lucas leading things off. Missing up top. And it's a 1-1 count. Lucas 0 for 3 today. It'll be Lucas, Kazuma Okamoto, and Jesus Sanchez. Okamoto and Sanchez with the RBIs for the Blue Jays in the 6th inning. Now went up 2-1. Blue Jays with 3 runs on 3 hits today. There have been a couple of walks and a hit batter. Astros 3 runs on 8 hits. Counts 2-2. Got him. Lucas, who's been battling it lately, now 0 for his last 20, goes down on strikes here for the first out of the 8th.
Good fastball from Brian, getting that velocity back.
500.
And congratulations. It's elite company right there.
4 relievers in Astros franchise history with 500 strikeouts. Brian Abreu becoming the 4th. Joining the elite relieving corps for the Astros in franchise history. This one sent to left by Okamoto, and there's 2 outs. So congratulations to Brian Abreu for career
outstanding
500 Ks.
Time now to answer our trivia question powered by Reliant. Who's the Astros all-time triples leader? Not Evan Gattis. It is Jose Cruz with 80 triples to lead the Astros franchise.
A lot of triples.
Great deal of triples. And again, the Astrodome lending itself to running around a little bit as opposed to driving the ball out of the ballpark.
I would think that might stay for a while with this stadium now in play.
Good chance. Really good chance.
Here's Jesus Sanchez. He's the difference maker for the Blue Jays today. Turned a 3-1 game into a 3-3 game with a 2-run home run against Hunter Brown. Also has walked and struck out. He's got a 2-0 count here. Now went at the bottom of the zone for a strike, 2-1. Sanchez hitting a 3-0 pitch out. Shows having trouble throwing Sanchez strikes today. He's been in hitters counts in 3 of his 4 plate appearances.
I had forgotten how energetic he is at the plate.
Yeah.
That guy's perpetual motion.
There's a strike. Even on a 3-1 take, he's in motion.
Never not enjoying himself.
No. Smiles as much as anybody in baseball. Got him. Abreu with strikeouts 500 and 501 in the inning, and a 1-2-3 top half of the 8th. We're tied at 3.
Into this game is going to be Tyler Rogers. The Astros have seen him a couple of times. He's heavy on the ground ball with that submarine delivery, getting a lot of hitters on top of the baseball. Left-handed hitters hitting .222 against him. Right-handed hitters hitting .207. Has not allowed a home run this season.
Yeah, going back to last year, that's now 53 1/3 consecutive innings without a home run. Longest streak in the American League. Mason Miller in the National League with the only longer active streak in the majors. So here we go, bottom of the 8th. Astros and Blue Jays tied at 3. Taylor Trammell 0 for 3 today. Starting his 10th consecutive game for the Astros. As he taps one towards short. Making the play is Jimenez to first, and there's one away in the 8th. Trammell grounds out, and that'll bring up Christian Walker, who's had a nice day. A couple of hits and 3 at bats. Rogers pitched in the game on Monday and closed out that 3-1 win with a 1-2-3 inning. Walker goes the other way against Rogers and grounds one to second. There's 2 quick outs here in the 8th. Our next telecast is presented by Kaplan Sinus Relief. The Astros heading west to take on the Padres. Day off tomorrow in San Diego, and then the Astros will have 3. Beginning on Friday, we'll begin our coverage Friday night at 7:30. Padres have won 9 of their last 11 as Machado and Tatis Jr., 2 of the guys that lead the way for San Diego. First pitch misses to Lamont Wade Jr. It's 1-0. Blue Jays bullpen's done a nice job against the Astros today. Spencer Miles 2 shutout innings. Mason Fluharty a 1-2-3 7th, and now Rogers getting the first 2 outs here in the 8th. Miles worked around a 2nd and 3rd nobody out situation after Lamont Wade Jr. doubled against him. Lamont's 2 for 3 today with an RBI. Pitch is a little up, or at least Mike Malinsky thought it was up. Challenged by Brandon Valenzuela, who felt like that got part of the plate. It's either going to be 3-1 or 2-2. And correct. Turtle has 1 remaining. Blue Jays lose one of their challenges. It's a 3-1 count. Even catchers get fooled by the motion of Rogers.
Just thinking the same thing.
On the ground through the middle. That's a 3-hit game for Lamont Wade Jr. He's on base here with 2 outs. On a squibber past the mound.
Yeah, just kind of forced that sinker up the middle. Good job by Lamont Wade. 3-1 count. No need to get big, but did a good job of just being compact and hitting that one up the middle.
Second 3-hit game as an Astro, and Lamont will be lifted for a pinch runner. Cam Smith will take over at first base. Now Yainer Diaz will bat. Yainer takes a first pitch strike. Cam runs. The pitch is high and away. The throw is not in time. Cam picks up his team-leading 11th steal of the year.
Didn't get the best of jumps, but that throw up the line and a little bit high might have allowed him to sneak in there under that throw.
They're going to challenge this. The Blue Jays.
Safe call at second base.
Blue Jays feel like they got the tag on Cam before he got in under the tag. Did they get the glove to the helmet is the question.
Rios did a good job of, even though being in the air, of getting that tag down close enough to create the challenge.
Have we seen anything clear and convincing yet?
I think that first review is the one they just showed here on El Grande, and that one was pretty darn close.
Blue Jays are so convinced that he's going to be out, they're running off the field.
This one right here. Looks like the shoulder and maybe the back of the helmet.
Cam has only been thrown out once this season.
He's on an island out there by himself.
Yeah, there's one fielder still in play.
After review, the runner's shoulder was tagged. The call's overturned. The runner's out. Run up. Shot.
14th caught stealing for Brandon Valenzuela. The rookie continues to have a big season behind the plate.
You see Josh Hader out there. He'd like to be out there with a lead and pick up a save, but for right now, he's out there to try and keep this game tied up. He's going to have to go through the middle part of this order for the Blue Jays. Great numbers on the season.
George Springer going after the first pitch, getting it off the end of the bat. Springer with a 10-game hitting streak on the line, 0 for 3 today as he flies out for the first out of the inning. This week on Astros Bases Loaded, we will recap the trade deadline day at the ballpark. One lucky Astros fan makes a trade he'll never forget with Jose Altuve, and we'll celebrate the 10-year anniversary of a trade for the ages. All that and more on Astros Bases Loaded, debuting Friday at 7 o'clock on SCHN. Mentioned that Valenzuela is a better lefty hitter than righty hitter, so Valenzuela, the switch hitting catcher, will be pinch hit for Alejandro Kirk on as a pinch hitter. He's 1 for 3 this year and a career .295 pinch hitter. Valenzuela struck out 3 times today against Hunter Brown. First pitch home is a strike 0-1. Cam Smith, after pinch running, stays in the game in right field. Taylor Trammell moves from right to left, replacing Lamont Wade. Counts 1-1 on Kirk. Kirk went 1 for 4 yesterday, 1 for 4 Monday, hitting a home run against Christian Javier. Taking a strike here, it's 1-2. Blue Jays have their all-star reliever, Louis Varland, warming up in the pen, as they will have their closer pitch the bottom half of the ninth. This one into right center, playable for Varshaw. Dalton puts it away for the second out. Now Luis Urias, who pinch hit and stayed in the game, will hit for a second time. Looking ahead to the bottom of the ninth, the Astros will have their 8, 9, and 1 hitters due up. Yainer Diaz, Nick Allen, and Jeremy Pena. Isaac Paredes is a candidate off the bench. Joe Espada should choose. Paredes getting a back-to-back day off, with tomorrow being a scheduled off day. Hader continues to fire strikes, getting ahead 0-2. All the Blue Jays offense came in a span of 4 batters in the 6th inning. Double by Miles Straw, 2 batters later, an RBI single with 2 outs by Kazuma Okamoto, and then a home run by Jesus Sanchez. There goes Urias down on strikes. A 1-2-3 ninth for Josh Hader. A chance for the Astros to walk it off in the bottom of the ninth against Louis Varland.
Well, runners on and get to those guys and possibly walk this thing off. It's going to be a tough chore. Louis Varland is 24 of 24 in save opportunities, but he, like Josh Hader, not a safe situation. Just a tie ball game that he'd like to have a clean inning in. Bunch of strikeouts, 73 strikeouts in 56 2/3 innings pitched.
It's got Yainer Diaz to lead things off. It'll be Yainer and then Isaac Paredes, who's in the on-deck circle, to hit for Nick Allen. Yainer going after the first pitch and fouling one away. There's never been a Blue Jay pitcher 51 games into his season like Louis Varland with a lower ERA than Varland's 1.11. It is a skinny ERA this year, and an all-star appearance for Varland, the first of his career.
He's got electric velocity, averaging right around 99 on that fastball.
Yainer does a good job not chasing that 0-2 pitch. Yainer is 0 for 3 today. Came in hitting .500 his last 7 games. Another good take, 2-2. Varland pitched for the Twins his first 4 seasons, and was moved to Toronto in a trade. The deadline last year. Yainer goes up top to go after that fastball and fouls it away. On the ground, 2 hops to his left, Ernie Clement. Started the game at second, now at third, makes the play for out number 1. Now Isaac Paredes on as a pinch hitter. Isaac had started every game for the Astros since game 73, which was on June 14th until today. We wanted to give him a little bit of a breather, but here pinch hitting in the ninth in a tie game and taking a pitch off the plate for ball 1.
How are you going to have a full day off? Now you're in there pinch hitting against a closer. Love baseball.
Love it.
I live for this.
Isaac has not had a lot of success in his career as a pinch hitter. 0 for 2 this year, lifetime 2 for 25. But he's got a 2-0 count here against Varland. Tried to hold up and went too far. It's a 2-1 count. Popped up on the infield. Second baseman is Luis Urias, who puts it away for the second out. Now Jeremy Pena with 2 outs and the base is empty. Pena 0 for 4 today. Does have a couple of hits and 5 at bats in his career against Varland. First pitch, fastball at 99. Hundo.
Legit hundo.
Was it?
Yeah, 100.2.
He follows it up with a nasty curveball. Barland ahead, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Astros scored all 3 of their runs in the 3rd inning. Blue Jays got all 3 of their runs in the 6th inning. Barland with a 1-2 count with 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th. Pena stays alive. There's no relief pitcher in the American League with a better ERA than Louis Barland. He's trying to avoid seeing Yordan Alvarez this inning. Pena battling down 1-2. And Barland strikes out Pena to end the inning. 1-2-3 inning for the Blue Jays closer. We're going to head to extras. Astros and Blue Jays tied at 3.
A bit longer here in Houston. You see Bennett Sousa is now on the mound for the Houston Astros, marking his 13th appearance for the Astros, has a 2.89 ERA. And kind of interesting that he's going to face a former teammate, Ernie Clement, to start this game off, or start this inning off.
There you see Luis Arias at second base as the unearned runner. And Clement with the infield in on the corners here facing Sousa. And he hammers one deep to left field on the first pitch thrown by Bennett. That's going to be a 2-run home run up by the train tracks. Ernie Clement with an ambush here in the 10th inning to give the Blue Jays a 5-3 lead, their first lead of the day.
Yeah, full-blown ambush at 94 at the top of the zone, and he got it. So University of Virginia teammates. Ernie Clement earns the bragging rights. .391-foot home run.
9th home run of the year for Clement. And that snapped an 0-for-14 for Ernie. Now first pitch swinging is Andres Jimenez. It's 0-1. They'd only faced each other one other time, and that was yesterday.
Yep.
Clement went after the first pitch yesterday and hit a fly ball to right. So he tried the same thing, first pitch swing today, and it worked out better. So the Blue Jays, who have made the most of their opportunities, have only left 3 runners on today through the first 9. And have more runs than hits now in the game. Andres Jimenez 0-for-2 with a hit by pitch. This one to the right side. Easy play for Christian Walker. He'll take it himself. Jimenez hustling to make it close, but there's one away. Miles Straw will bat. Astros do have their 2, 3, and 4 hitters due up in the bottom half of the 10th, down by 2 at this point. Like to keep it right there and give yourself a chance with Yordan at the plate as the tying run. Straw showing bunt, taking a strike, 0-1. That one to right. Cam Smith barely has to move. Straw retired for the second out of the inning. Astros winning 2 out of 3 against the Blue Jays in Toronto. The Jays trying to return the favor in this series at Houston. Lead at 5-3 now in the 10th. Nathan Lucas 0 for 4 today. And he gets the one the other way, and that's going to be a base hit to snap an 0 for 20 for Lucas. So Clement snapped an 0 for 14 with a home run, and now Lucas snaps an 0 for 20 with a 2-out single to left. That'll give Kazuma Okamoto an at-bat. And a little meeting between Yiner and Bennett Sousa here. Sousa and Clement came in together as freshmen at University of Virginia in 2015. Right now their head-to-head matchup is the difference in this game. Okamoto down on the count 0-2. Lucas on first base with 2 outs. Chase Lee is warming in the Blue Jays bullpen. Runner goes and the pitch is popped high in the air, foul. Walker giving it a look, but it's going to be behind the Astros dugout. Got him. Sousa threw 12 pitches, all strikes in the inning, but a big 2-run home run by his former college teammate, and the Jays lead at 5-3.
Trying to make something happen here in the bottom of the 10th, either tie it up or go ahead. They're going to do it against Chase Lee. Not much as far as appearances this season, only 3 games. He was 0 for 1 in career saves, has an 8.10 ERA. He has 35 career appearances on the season. And doesn't throw extremely hard, averaging right around 90 miles an hour on that four-seam fastball, but he's big on the sinker and sweeper. And you've got some speed at second base in Jeremy Pena, the Manfred man.
Jordan representing the tying run against a guy who's never had a major league save. 5-3 game, bottom of the 10th. It'll be Jordan, Jose Altuve, Dalton Varsho due up. And the first pitch is a strike with a changeup 0-1. Jordan 0 for 3 today with a walk. Smashes one, fair ball to the wall and right. In to score Pena. Jordan digging for second. He will be out at second base. A great throw by Nathan Lucas to get Jordan. And Jordan cannot believe that throw was on him, and the tag made by Jimenez for a huge first out of the inning.
I can't believe it either. It looks like the Astros are going to challenge it, which you would assume they would just because of the situation.
For now, it's a single and an RBI as Jordan thought he had second base, did not slide. Let's take another look.
That ball smoked at 114.8. And did that tag get on the backside of Jordan before he got onto the base? It looks like that foot might be on the base.
Ooh, where's that front foot? Did he step on the bag? Man, oh man. If that's what the second base umpire, Emil Jimenez, saw was space between that front foot and the bag, that's why he called him out.
But are they going to be able to prove that in New York?
Well, they have to prove that he was on the bag. Jimenez said he saw space between the foot and the bag, and New York's going to have to show clear and convincing evidence that his foot was on the bag.
I was a little surprised that Jordan didn't slide to get in there.
No, I don't think that's going to get overturned.
Yeah, I agree.
After review, the runner is out.
Jordan thought he was going to easily be in there without a slide. And now Joe Espada out to have an argument with the crew chief, Doug Eddings. That is a huge out here in the 10th inning. Joe thought what he saw on the video board was going to be enough to overturn it.
Tough break right there for the Astros, losing that tying run at second base. Just an incredible throw. It had to be in one spot, and it found it.
So instead of the tying run at second with nobody out, now one out. And the base is clear. Now Tuve chasing a sweeper off the plate, 0-1. Huge play in the bottom of the 10th. Altuve bidding towards left. Sanchez at the wall. He'll jump and he'll make a catch up against the out-of-town scoreboard for out number 2. Jesus Sanchez, often taken out of the game for defense, makes a jumping catch for out 2.
Luke's put a charge into that one.
The fact that Jordan's front foot missed the bag initially was the key. He should have been in there even without the slide, but he came up just a little short. And now this game's going to be over as Miles Straw comes in to make a catch on Dalton Varsho's fly out to center. A frustrating end to what was a really good homestand. The Astros dropped 2 out of 3 to the Blue Jays, losing 5-4 here in 10 innings. They end up with a 4-2 homestand, but they lose 5-4 today, heading out to the West Coast after this one. 5-4 the final. Post-game show coming up next. Lauren Callender and Brian Bogusevic are your hosts. Julia Morales helping out with interviews in the clubhouse. Blue Jays win.